now let's take a look at what we're putting in our bodies. Of course, there's the basics that all of you are very knowledgeable about. I don't need to tell you that, you need to stop smoking, you need to reduce alcohol, you need to stop lower the amount of fatty foods that you're taking in or processed foods. But if I had to pick just one thing I wanted you to change in your diet for immune health, just one thing, it would be this. Sugar suppresses your immunity. But just how much? Take a look at this. A single teaspoon of sugar can suppress your immune system by 40% for several hours. 40% for several hours. Now, the more that you eat sugar, the more that this fact applies to you exactly as it's written. The less you eat of sugar, perhaps your immune suppression is not going to be at 40%. But there is a drastic lowering of your immune protection with every teaspoon of sugar that you have. And this can last 4 to 5 hours. Now, given that 74% of packaged foods contain sugar, often hidden. 74% of foods, packaged foods, have a good amount of sugar, unnecessary sugar added in them. So here you can see foods that you probably never even considered as having added sugar. You thought that having your Yoplait yogurt was giving you protein, but you're getting added unneeded sugar. Your applesauce or your salad dressing, your granola bar, for sure. Americans consume 66 pounds of added sugar on average every single year. And you can see here how it has been increasing. The per capita sugar consumption per day over the last 200 years has been going up. And today we consume around, the average American, 120 grams of sugar per day. Why? It's not because we're eating more donuts. Actually, as a population over the last decade, we've actually become more health conscious. We're making better food choices. We have better food options available to us now. As a population, we are becoming more conscious. But what is the problem has been with the food production. The use of whole grains in our foods have been going down slowly over the years and being replaced with corn syrup, often in ways that we cannot imagine and we cannot detect. What I want to say to you in summary here about sugar is that if you're not a conscious eater, that means that you are making deliberate attempts to avoid sugar. Consider yourself immunosuppressed. Remember, 1 teaspoon of sugar can suppress your immune system by 40% for several hours. And perhaps 75% of the food in your home contains added sugar. Then you constantly have more sugar in your blood than your body can utilize, and therefore you are constantly suppressing your immune system. And we know right now that the immunosuppressed are at much greater risk of not only contracting, but experiencing severity of symptoms with COVID-19, right? That's what we're being told, that if we're immunosuppressed, we need to take extra precautions. But if you are not careful and mindful about everything that you're putting in the body, you are immunosuppressed, because sugar is in virtually everything, every packaged food, other than a whole food. Sugar is getting into everything. So you really need to look at sugar as the obstacle. That is what is going to bring down your immune system. If you're doing all the things that we talked about in this seminar and other positive lifestyle choices to help your immunity, but you're eating sugar, you're not going to get very far. This is what your goal needs to be. And what I'm telling my clients who come to see me for chronic health conditions, your goal should be as close to zero in consumption of added and refined sugars. Okay. Fruits don't count there. Fruits you should eat in abundance. It's giving you immune protection. Added sugars give you nothing but hurt you. So our goal should be 0%. And if you're not sure what are the signs of a weakened immune system and how closely you need to adhere to this, take a look at this slide. Frequent colds and flus. If you're getting more than one, you're down more than once a winter, maybe twice in a full year, consider that there's weakening in the immune system. Chronic fatigue, asthma, seasonal allergies, trouble waking up in the morning, digestive issues, trouble getting to sleep, skin conditions. Let those be red flags to pay attention to the sugar that you're putting into your body. But the thing with sugar is it's very confusing because the RDA says that men can consume, or the RDA is 9 teaspoons of sugar a day, and for women it's 6 teaspoons. But 6 teaspoons of which kind of sugar? 100% of that, or as close as you can, should be coming from complex carbohydrates, which the body absolutely needs. But you can't say that all sugars are created equal, that if you're having 2 sodas a day, but you didn't have the fruit or the brown rice, that you're on target for your RDA. No, it's the added sugars that hurt us, the refined sugars.